Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. And I know you're wondering, hey, you said this was going to be a review for Sting. You said in the last video for Bad Things, the review for Bad Things is going to be Sting. That was the next one. I lied. No, I didn't really lie. You guys. You guys. Yesterday, the movies I watched yesterday were so bad, I decided to restructure the tail end of Halloween Horror Month. I had to. Sorry, I had no faith in those other Shudder movies. Eventually, I'll review them. I could do them next year. I don't know. I just needed something better. So, movies like Deer Camp 86, History of Evil, Faithless After Dark, Perpetrator, Spoonful of Sugar, those ones are not going to be on there. I pretty much redid everything except for one, two movies, three movies, four movies I've kept. The rest I've redone with movies that are on Tubi. Starting with this VHS. Yes, I'm covering the VHS movies. I'm only doing the first three because those are the ones that are on Tubi. And yes, I know I got VHS 99 back there, but I'm not doing that one. I'm just using that as a background decoration. So, yeah, VHS is a found footage anthology film. Yeah, that's a little weird, but it is, and it's got some pretty good directors like Adam Wingard, David Bruckner, Ty West, so on and so forth. And this is a pretty solid film, except for a couple of these, like the second and fourth ones are just a little. The second and third one, excuse me. The fourth one's not bad. It's the second and third one. I looked at it wrong because I have the wraparound at the beginning. Yeah, there's a wraparound which I don't think is entirely necessary for. I guess anthology films have that, like the All Hallows Eve movies. There are only two. We need a third one. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So, so our wraparound is called Tape 56. It's directed by Adam Wingard, who would go on to do You're Next, and they got two Godzilla Kong movies. You're Next is a pretty decent horror movie that I can never find a steelbook for. Walmart! I just want the steelbook. And it's always out because they never restock anything. Although it's funny, I say that now, that the next time I go shopping, I find it. So then I have to retract that in the haul video. The wraparounds, basically, there's these guys. There are clips of them at the beginning doing stupid stuff. One of them is having sex on video with a naked woman. Which oddly is a weird thing within these segments where these guys are douches and just want to get women naked, all except for the last segment. But these guys are tasked with finding a specific tape from this house that contains an old person who is dead, and so they have to watch each tape to see which one's which. And after each tape, something happens, whether it's that dead body's gone, or someone else is missing, or something's moved and changed. It's all done pretty well, and Wingard does a good job, but it's the wraparound, and it ends suddenly before the last segment comes on. And then after the last segment is when the credits start, and it's just like, why did they not know where to put the last segment? I don't know. The first one is one of the better ones, and it's Amateur Night, directed by David Bruckner, who did the recent Hellraiser reboot. Yes. And this follows group of guys who just want to get laid. They put a camera on this one guy's glasses while looking around hitting on women. And they pick up two women, one of which is named Billy. The other girl's name I don't know, but she is wasted to the point that this dude just wants to. There's three guys here. Three? Four. Because there's one. No, there's three. There's three guys. That's right. And there's this dude that is so fucking wasted, he won't shut the fuck up laughing just all the time. He reminds me. Well, he's not as bad as Trevor or the other guy, but yeah, he just won't shut up. And this one girl's way too wasted. And this guy who was wasted, no, don't do it, man. Don't do that. He has her underwear, whatever. Don't do that. No, it's bad, man. So instead, he decides to try to hook up with this other chick that is there, the Lily, right? She's attractive, but I think they cast this woman because she looks a little off. Her eyes are a little spaced, a little wide. She's a little wide-eyed, but she's an attractive woman. Nice skinny woman, like a skinny. You know what I mean? But she's attractive. That isn't later. So we see the boobies because, of course, these guys are. They completely. We see boobies and the bush. We see it. And so he's making out with her. She flips him over and jumps on top of him. The other guy tries to get involved. She's like, no. And not wanting to, rightfully so, not wanting to get in trouble for this, because this could be, filming in camera. The guy with the camera glasses is like she licks him in the face at one point. Because she wants him, and he's like, no. Goes in the bathroom. The dude that was told no comes in, and it's like a big old bite in his arm. He's like, man, she bit me, man. And then, when the guy goes to investigate, we see, she has a weird thing in her forehead. Wide eyes, right? Unless they did something to make it look like she's wide-eyed. But, it rips open, and she got these fangs. She kills the other two and goes after our boy with the camera because she likes him. It turns out she's a siren looking for a boyfriend, and she picks him up. And then, as he tries to escape, because he eventually tries, she corners him in the corridor, but he gets away, and then he's picked up, and either she drops him or his glasses fall off. We assume she took him. He's dead. I don't know. That one was pretty good. That one, I give it to you, David Bruckner. Next, we have Second Honeymoon. I'm not going to go back to the wraparound. I've already said my piece on wraparound. Wraparound's fine. It's just there, Second honeymoon. A couple is going on a second honeymoon, and they're traveling, and they stop. This is probably going to be one of the quicker ones. They stop at this hotel, and the guy notices there's a weird woman with a mask standing outside. She knocks at the door, and she's walking around, and he notices it's weird. And then that night, someone is filming, and you think it might be the girlfriend or the wife, but she's asleep too, and sticks the toothbrush in the toilet water, and apparently steals the money from his wallet, because the next day he's questioning his wife if she took the money, and she kept saying no, but he won't believe her. And then that night, the woman shows up again and fucking kills him, and is revealed to be the girlfriend of the wife, and they're in on it together, and they basically killed this guy. Ty West has done better. Like X. And X. Did I mention X? No, he's done better. What else? The Sacrament is not a bad movie. It's just not one that I can watch all the time. House of the Devil wasn't that bad, but it's, again, I don't know. But X was good. Anyway, the next one is another one that was just kind of, It's Tuesday the 17th. And no, it's not the episode of Psych that I really love. No, it's this woman has brought a group of friends with her to the woods. And they've seemingly been brought there by different means. This one guy says that they're supposed to be alone together. This other girl says that it's supposed to be a girls' trip. And she confesses that she went there with a group of friends a year before. I think it's a year before. And something happened. They all died. She later admits that they all died, and she was the only survivor. At one point, she's acting weird, telling the guy at the camera, "You're all going," basically like the Red Queen of Resident Evil. "You're all going to die out here," basically. And she tries to instigate this dude Joey into having sex with her, which eventually brings up this killer because it's like Jason Voorhees. What I don't like about it is that they decided this killer should look like a camera glitch the entire time. It's never explained why he glitches out the camera. He just does. She keeps yelling out, "Why can't I film you? What's going on?" So I'm assuming they can actually see what he looks like. But she's trying to get him on film, and it's all messed up. This reminds me so much of Unfriended Dark Web, where those guys just show up all glitchy for no reason other than they want to not show who they are, but it makes no sense how they would glitch out. Get technology, sure, but I don't know. And they all end up dead anyway. Even after trying to kill this thing, you can't because it's like Jason Voorhees, like I said. Yeah, and and Glenn McQuaid, who's the one guy I never heard of from this, said that I guess he was inspired by movies like Friday the 13th or The Burning. So, yeah, this one is okay. It's better than Second Honeymoon because it's a slasher at least, but I don't like the glitchiness of the killer. So, the next one is called The Sixth Thing That Happened to Emily When She Was Younger. This one makes no sense from the very beginning because we're watching a Skype call, a web chat over web cameras. How does that end up on a VHS? This makes no sense. Like, you can't record webcam on VHS. There's no way. This makes no sense. But apparently, it's Emily and her longtime boyfriend, James, who have known each other since they were kids. She says weird things happened to her then, and they are happening to her again. She's got a bump in her arm. She doesn't know what it is. At one point, she cuts it open. Gnarly looking, by the way. She doesn't know what's going on. Weird things are happening. She feels like there are ghosts in her house or something. And then one night, they were recording it, and people were in her house that turn out to be aliens. And she gets knocked out, and it's revealed that James is just in the next room, apartment. He comes through a door. He's just hiding somewhere in her apartment that she doesn't know about for some reason. And then and then he cuts her stomach open to reveal that they are incubating alien babies in her stomach. And he breaks her arm to make it, and they erase her memory to make it look like and apparently she just walked out into traffic is what happened and she got hit. But how does that explain her stomach being cut open like a C-section? I guess, I don't know. She's being gaslit by this guy, and then it turns out that he's also gaslighting another person. And is he also an alien, or has he been? I don't know. And how much younger was she when this was going on? They've been monitoring her whole life. And yes, the thing on her arm was a tracker. And like I said, after this, we finish up the wraparound, and it cuts to the final part of this, 10/31/98, which is directed by Radio Silence. Oh, by the way, The Sixth Thing That Happened to Emily When She Was Younger is directed by Joe Swanberg, who was actually the husband in the second one, Second Honeymoon. Well, you know. So Radio Silence directed and starred and wrote this one. And it's a group of friends, all going by their actual real names. So Tyler, Matt, Paul, and the other guy, I don't really know. And these guys are actually good people. Everyone else are terrible, terrible people in all of these. But this one is they're good people, and they're supposed to go to a Halloween party, and when they get to this house, they think that everything, that the weird things they're seeing are just part of a Halloween prank or a Halloween party festivities, and even when they find a cult trying to sacrifice a woman, they think it's all part of it until something brings one of the cultists up into the air, and so they realize this shit, we gotta get out of here. They go to leave, and they're like, because they're good people, they're like, no, we gotta go back and get this woman. You gotta save her. So they go in there, they sort of take out the cultists as the thing from above takes them away. They eventually get out with the girl into the car, and they're driving, and then it stops. Then the girl disappears. Then she's side of the car, the front of the car, she's gone, and they realize they're on train tracks, and they all get hit by the train, and end of the movie. Radio Silence did shoot an alternate ending as a joke where they just get out of the car and walk away. Yeah, that's the end of the movie. I think what I should do is rank these segments, not counting the wraparounds, because that, to me, that doesn't count. Which, I don't know, some people who, I don't remember who did the video. Oh, I know who it was. Movie Timelines, Josh Spiegel. He ranked the segments, and he was counting all of the wraparound segments. To me, the wraparounds should not be the focus, right? They're there just to set up how we are watching these stuff, right? Like, look at the wraparounds for All Hallows Eve, right? The first one, it's a woman babysitting children. The second one, it's a woman who, I don't know, something she was left a tape to watch. No. So to rank them, I have to say it's Second Honeymoon, Tuesday the 17th, the sick thing that happened to Emily when she was younger, 10/31/98, and An Amateur Night Is the Best. And there's actually a spin-off directed by a different guy because David Bruckner was busy, but it's called Siren, and the actress who played Lily came back. It's not found footage. I kind of want to see that. I want to kind of see how they do it, spread out to a full film. There's actually two spin-offs of VHS. One, Kids vs. Aliens, which is a spin-off of something in the second one, apparently, that I haven't seen yet. But this was good. I'll give it a pretty good. Two segments were meh, but the rest were good, right? And when 3 out of the 5 main segments are good, is it 3? Yeah, Amateur Night, Sick Thing Happened to Emily, and the Sick Thing That Happened to Emily, we'll say that, the Emily one, and 10/31/98, those ones are good. The other two, not so much. But yeah, I'll give it a pretty good. So, yeah, like I said, I'm only doing the first 3, because those ones I have access to besides that one, but I don't want to do that one without doing the other 2 before it. You know what I mean? So we're just going to cover the first 3 because they're on Tubi. So what are your thoughts on VHS? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.